Hey there, Aquarius, it's Dr. B. Welcome back to my channel. I'm here with your July 2020 love forecast. Let's go ahead and see what is in the cards for Aquarius 2020 July forecast. Okay. So you've got some conflict in your life, Aquarius, in your relationships, in your love situation. There's some conflict that you're feeling. There's just you're at odds with somebody, a partner, a love interest. It could be that you're at odds, kind of warring with yourself about a partner or a love interest. It's very clear that there's just a lot of tension and conflict happening. This is not the best card that you want to see in your reading. But it's really about, and this may be a tendency for you, it really is about, like, sometimes you have to recognize, let me backtrack. If this may not be you, it may be another person. You may be dealing with somebody who is operating in this way. So assign the roles and the energies as you wish. But this energy is kind of an energy of like fighting dirty and wanting to win at all costs. And so this could literally be that you have somebody in your life that you're dealing with, a love interest, a partner who is in that space where they just want to win. They just want to be right. And they're putting their desire to be right above the needs of the relationship. And it's causing conflict. You may be in a space where you're like, I just want to compromise and I just want to move on, but this person is really holding on to something. Either way, it's a lot of tension. It's a lot of being at odds with one another. Wow. The challenge is broken heart. Okay, so something happened here. Somebody did something shady, whether it was you or whether it was them, it's not clear. But there's definitely energy here of dishonesty, heartbreak. Somebody was unfaithful in the past. Somebody was not telling the truth. There's something that has gone on that is causing this relationship to be challenged. And so, or this could be a past relationship that you're still dealing with, but it does feel like there's, this is really the core of the reading of this type of reading. And so we're seeing a lot of swords, a lot of heartbreak, a lot of confusion, a lot of conflict. And so there's some kind of lingering energy or currently happening where it's like, why is this heartbreak? What is this deception? What is this cheating, this lying? That's at the core. And so if that's happening to you, I'm really, really sorry, because that is such a hard thing to deal with. It's such a hard place to be. And on the other hand, it also shows you something. If you're with a partner who is willing to cheat on you and to lie to you and deceive you, if that's your situation, just being aware that you deserve better. In the recent past, Page of Swords, this is cold communication. Somebody said or did something that was really freaking hurtful. This is the kind of thing that someone says when they're angry and they're like, I never loved you anyway, or the only reason I married you is because you got pregnant, or my life was better without you. And things like that, things that you can't take back, things that are hurtful and cold and impulsive and immature, right? Because it's an immature energy to say things that are hurtful and that are cruel when you're angry, right? It's the mature, emotionally mature people know how to walk away from a situation and not come at somebody when they're feeling angry. That this is in your experience says that somebody, which could be what led to this heartbreak, said something that was really, really difficult and really hard to hear. But why you're going through this, and this message came through earlier, why this is happening is because it's like Spirit wants you to understand that you deserve to have love, right? This offer of love, not swords, not cutting words, not overly intellectual people who can't touch into their emotions. What Spirit wants you to know is that you really deserve to have this offer of love, this cup of love that's emotional, that's loving, that's kind, that's tender, that's all of those things. Like you deserve that energy. And the fact that somebody isn't giving it to you, the fact that what is that saying? It's like, and I don't remember if it was Toni Morrison that, I think it was Toni Morrison that said, you have to recognize when love is no longer being served, right? And this is saying, like, you're in a situation, or you have been, or the situation that you're in will at some point come to a place where it's like, you know, love is not being served anymore. Somebody isn't treating you well. You're not feeling cared for. You're not feeling nurtured. You're not feeling those things. And you're going to realize, you know what? I deserve better. I deserve to have love, and I deserve to have someone who is willing to engage with me in a loving way, not someone who's just like overthinking and always kind of in their own head or saying things out of anger. Wow, look at that. In the future, that's exactly what you get. You would get exactly that. Once you are willing to walk away from the table where love is no longer being served, when you're ready and willing to do that, there is a love offer. There's somebody that's kind of waiting in the wings right now, is what I'm saying. Somebody who is like, been watching you and watching your situation and being like, damn, you know, if only this person realized how much I care about them and how much I love them and how much I want to be with them, then they would be, you know, it would be a different story. But they're not going to say anything, because this is not the person, the energy I'm getting. This isn't somebody who, this new offer isn't somebody who's going to interfere with the current situation. So as long as you're in a relationship or dealing with somebody who is like not treating you well, this person over here isn't going to say anything. They're not going to be the one to like interfere. They literally are kind of like, well, when they're ready and when they're, you know, going to turn around and look toward me, then I'll be there to offer love and to give them what they deserve. It's like that song by Mario, "You Should Let Me Love You," right? You should let me love you. Anyway, it's that. This person won't say anything though, not until you walk away from the situation. They're not going to say anything until you're ready to say, you know what, this isn't where I want to be and I'm ready to move forward. Then they're going to be like, okay, well, here I am. Beautiful. The blocks to the situation, we have the Emperor. And this is saying to me, just plain and simple, what my guide just said is that this card is popping up because it's like you don't, on some subconscious level, you don't just believe that you deserve it. Okay? This is because the Emperor is all of that. The Emperor is loving, thoughtful, clear communicator, passionate, spiritual, has plenty of pentacles, has a lot to offer. And you're settling for like pages here. You're settling for like immature, not fully actualized partners. Someone who maybe is like, yeah, like the sex is great and we have like and we can laugh together, but they're not really stable financially, or they are not earning to their full potential financially, or they're emotionally immature and they say things and do things that aren't cool, you know, like the heartbreak at the core of the reading. Maybe this is a person that you've been dealing with that has cheated on you in the past or has lied to you, and you keep going back to that person. And this is like the blocks is that you're on some level, you don't believe that you are worthy of this type of person, that you are questioning whether or not you can actually have somebody that is all of those things, that is like the ideal partner, someone who has their shit together, has, you know, gainful employment that is worth, you know, that they're earning something that is worthwhile. This is someone who, you know, is just someone that like your dream guy, the guy that you see in the movies that you're like, man, I wish I could have someone like that. But on some core level, it's like you don't necessarily believe either A, that that person or that type of person exists, or that you don't believe that you deserve it. So your future partner, it's like this person, it could be a Pisces, or you could be a Pisces, and this, if you're cross-watching, and it could be reversed, right? But this is definitely energy of following your intuition, right? Magnetizing what it is that you want to you. And so You could be in a situation with like this Page of Swords type of energy, and in the future you're magnetizing or pulling towards you either a Pisces or somebody that has like more emotion, more water in their chart. Okay, but it's also about you in the future. Your intuition is gonna up level. If you've been dealing with somebody who hasn't been honest or who has been deceptive in some ways, this is definitely an energy that right here, that's saying like you're going to start trusting your intuition more. When you have these like red flags that pop up in your mind about partners or about lovers, that you're like, I wonder if, or I'm getting kind of a funny vibe, and you've ignored it in the past, that won't happen anymore. You're up leveling and you're moving forward. Influences, King of Pentacles. Spirit wants you to be in a situation that is far more stable than what you're in right now. Right now, whatever you're dealing with, whatever energy or person that you're dealing with, is somebody who is doesn't have the stability, doesn't have the integrity, is what they just told me, or the character to be able to go the long haul and to withstand, not without you making significant compromises. So the energy that's kind of in your energy space right now is like an immature, kind of selfish, deceptive, hurtful type of energy. And what your guides and the spiritual influences are moving you toward is the King of Pentacles, that you don't have to compromise yourself, that you don't have to be like, well, yeah, maybe they cheated, but at least they're paying the bills, right? They're literally, your guides are saying, yeah, but what if you could have both? What if you could have somebody who isn't cheating and lying to you, and somebody who's also financially contributing, right? What if you can have somebody who is a good partner, a good father or mother, or a good parent, I guess I should say, and has gainful employment and is a person of integrity? Like, you don't have to settle for just one of those things. Beautiful. Advice: it's time to bring the conflict to an end. All right. This is like whatever conflict you're dealing with, whether it's internal, whether it's in your relationship, whether it's all of the above, it's time to like literally put your wands down and be like, you know what, I'm not fighting anymore. And if I have to get all tied up on the inside just to keep a relationship going, that relationship is not for me. And the reason I say that is because I have a deck that shows this Five of Wands energy. It's depicted as dragons that are wrestling, and they're all knotted up together, and it's an internal experience. And so while this may certainly be an external experience that you're having with another person or in your relationship, it also, I'm going to show you the card that I was referring to. It also indicates like being tangled up and knotted up inside as well. And so if you feel that, or if you have felt that, where you're like, you know, I have to make compromises that don't necessarily feel good, and then you do it anyway because it feels like that's what you're supposed to do. It's like the advice is to stop doing that. Bring an end to that, because there is something better for you, but you have to be in integrity and in your own truth to be able to manifest that. And the long-term potential, if you can let go of any of this page immature energy, you're going to step into more of to like the King of Wands. So now we have the King of Pentacles, the King of Wands, and the Emperor here. So this is saying like it would be a massive up level for the King of Wands. Is like, has all the passion, has all of the excitement, all the feel goods that we want to have in relationships. Sorry if you can hear my dog barking. But it's like, it's like, so you have, sorry about that, a little interruption. But what I was saying is that you have, when you're ready to let go of the immature energies, you'll be able to attract the type of King of Wands energy, which has all of the passion, all of the creativity, the excitement, right? The je ne sais quoi that you have with this type of energy, but it also has the emotional maturity and the ability to co-create a relationship that's generative, that's loving, that's kind, that's compassionate, as opposed to something that is just like all of this drama, right? Because sometimes it's like the drama feels exciting, right? It's like it feels good, or maybe not good, but it's like exciting. It keeps you on the edge of your feet, edge of your seat. Sheesh, me and my mixed metaphors today. But what if you could have that without being on the edge of your seat all the time? What if you could have the excitement and the fun without the trauma and the drama? And that's literally what Spirit is guiding you towards, saying, you know, you can have all of these things. You don't have to compromise and sacrifice one thing for the other. So I hope that this reading was helpful. Please let me know if you have any questions. Take care. Bye.